James Wiseman had a nice breakout game against the Spurs, so I wanted to see exactly how he got the personal record 4 assists. Well, here's the first assist. The Warriors are setting up for a double pin down here. Wiggins is supposed to come up like this, and the defender is what they call top blocking. Wiggins' defender is over here trying to stop him from coming up, so Wiggins is going to go the other way. So here's Wiggins. You can see Wiggins going back door. Draymond comes over here and then sees if Wiggins is open under the basket. In the Clay and Steph days, Steph would continue over here and maybe set another screen for Wiggins, who would come out to the corner. Wiggins has just bailed out of his cut right under the basket, so he is not at all about the whole hammer screen play. Draymond is bailing out to Wiseman. So Steph, you can tell from his body language here, he wants to get a pin down from Draymond and come up. So he's starting to go up there, but Draymond is going to turn this into a dribble handoff instead. And so you can see Steph is seeing his unrequited love, and his whole body is going to sag. Poor guy. So in the meantime, Wiseman has handed off, and he's going to get in the way of this fellow. This defender really wants Draymond to shoot that shot because that's a low percentage play. And Draymond says, "Okay, I take your dare." So I guess that's technically an assist because that's a pass that led to a basket in no dribbles. I'm not sure that the pass was all that important, but I like how Wiseman kept the offense going. It's much better than him trying to ISO from the wing or do something crazy or just reset the play. Okay, another play. Oh, this is an actual good play. This is the horn set that Kerr introduced this season. Corners, elbows, top. Warriors horns always starts with Big, who sets a pin down for this curler, and that's how they set up the horns. So there's the entry. But I was saying that the typical option is that the top comes over and sets a down screen for this elbow, but instead you could reverse it and you could have this elbow setting a back screen for this cutter. And it's Steph over there, and you know he loves to screen. So it's very possible that that was the option they were going for. But something unusual happens, which is that Steph's defender, remember, he was having to navigate this screen, and he didn't navigate it very well, and he's now falling into Steph's body. So there's going to be this pile of human rubble over here. And Draymond, instead of thinking, oh, the humanity, he thinks, hey, that's a screen for me. And so he's going to run right by it and use this as a giant screen against his defender. There you see Draymond got his arm up saying, I am so open, man. This defender can't help off that corner shooter. This defender could help off of Oubre in the corner, but it's a long way to go, and I don't think they are seeing that it's happening. So now we have this increasingly common situation where Steph is screening 2 players. Draymond should have a straight shot. So the only question is, can Wiseman weave this pass through? And the answer is yes. Sweet pass, right on the money. That is beautiful play. That was definitely worth an assist. Greg Popovich agrees. Okay, this is another double pin down for Wiggins. You see Draymond setting a screen. You see Steph. Steph sets so many screens. So here's Wiggins going to come around and get this double screen. Let's see. 1 screen, 2 screen, handoff. When you do a dribble handoff, you get a 3rd screen, essentially. So now Wiggins does have a lane to the basket. This defender's doing a really good job staying with him. The defender navigated all 3 of these screens and then did this inside cut to try to stay as inside as possible on Wiggins to angle him away from the basket. That's really good stuff. Here's Wiggins, though. He's got the lane. Aldridge here seems to be trying to figure out how much to help, whether to help, because the defender is doing a pretty good job of trying to push Wiggins away from the basket here. And we have help here, but this defender has not seemed eager to help in the past, so I think at best you're going to get a stunt where they just stab at the ball and then try to recover. Wiggins is totally committing here, taking 2 big steps, and this looks like a really tough layup coming up. Let's see. Oh, what a layup. That was an angle. Can you really give Wiseman an assist for that? The assist is very vaguely defined in the NBA. I feel like it was agreed that you couldn't take more than 2 or 3 dribbles after the pass, otherwise it didn't really count as an assist, except for unusual cases like an incredible pass for a breakaway or something like that. But In this case, you have Wiseman who hands it off to Wiggins, who then has to make... They didn't count the dribbles, but he went all the way across the court and then had to make an incredible sweeping bank shot. I don't really know if you can say that Wiseman's pass gave him any advantage at all, except the advantage of having the ball. So we've got horns again, corners, elbows, although this elbow is all the way over here, and top. This particular horns play usually has more of a formal build-up. This person starts off over here, and then they step out to get the pass, but they were kind of in a hurry. This player just stepped out right away without doing all of that formality. The first option is going to be back screen. I think it was planned to not take this option because this is a super half-hearted cut. This player is going to come down instead and set a screen for Jordan Poole. We are in heavy garbage time here, so why not? This is garbage time. What are the Spurs doing? They're playing real defense. The Spurs just switch, so this player just switches to Bazemore, and this player switches to Poole. You can see the play kind of grinds to a halt here. Wiseman, instead, he's just going to give it to Poole. So, and then Poole just pulls up. He says, hey man, it's garbage time, and he hits it. I don't know, that's not exactly the beautiful game, but I guess that counts as an assist. But on the other hand, Wiseman had previously been scored under those very loose assist rules, and I think Wiseman doubled his career assists on this one game. So relatively speaking, Wiseman has gotten more involved in the playmaking and did make that really sweet pass on the Draymond backdoor. Things are looking up for the young fellow.